Hello, we are back, and guess what? I have a bunch of updates for you guys because some things have gone down over the last week, and I'm very excited to share them if you haven't found out already. And let's just get into it because, yeah, I'm gonna end up rambling at some point in this, and you know what, whatever, it's fine. So let's get to it. First update, I finally, after like, what, I don't know, 7 months, finally got my main Instagram page back, and I'm so happy and I'm so thankful, and I can't believe it's real. Like, it doesn't feel real. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, is this real life? I don't know. But I got it back. Oh my god. So that is update number 1. I am going to be rebranding that page a little bit. I'm going to kind of be merging together what that page used to be with the nature mystic stuff. So what I've been doing like on YouTube and that Instagram and my Ko-fi page and all that, I'm going to put it all together into that page, which I did change the name because I really wanted to combine kind of my two internet worlds into one. So yeah, that's what I did. Next update, which is a more annoying one, because I'm not going to be able to lift for like a month or so, but I found out that I got arthritis. I've talked about this a little bit on social media, so sorry if this is like, you're like, we already know. But yeah, I found out I got arthritis already in my knees, more one than the other. I also have a slight meniscus tear, which is, there's a lot going on. Which I recently got a certain type of injection that is supposed to hopefully help some of the damage heal and make it better. There's no fix or no cure for arthritis at this point, unfortunately. It'd be nice if there was. But yeah, I'm doing what I can to try to like reverse it at least a little bit, because I have the knees of like a 50, 60, 70-year-old. So I want to have the knees of like someone my age. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. This is not a common procedure, I would say, or one that is readily available, which is very upsetting to me. Like, I wish stuff like this was accessible to like everyone. I think that would be really, really nice. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how that ends up going. It was basically an injection into my knee that has stem cells in it. And then they also do a series of hyaluronic acid injections. If you guys want me to do kind of a video on that and go more in depth on it, and I think I want to wait to see what the actual outcome ends up being. But actually, maybe if it's not a good outcome, I'll still make a video on it, just so people can be aware. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, if that is like interesting at all, because I don't know. I went to a few, well, no, I didn't go to a few, but I went to one other doctor, and they basically just wanted to give me like cortisone shots, and that I didn't really like that route, and I wanted to go more of a actually try to fix the problem opposed to fix the symptoms of the problem. So that's what I'm trying. But the one downside with this is I can't put any stress on my knee for a month. I can't take anything that is anti-inflammatory for a month. I can't do squats. I can't run. Can't jump. But I'm hoping after this month it will feel significantly better and I can get back to my lifting and stuff, because that's been feeling really nice. Next up on the agenda, so this channel, what's going to be happening with this channel? I feel like I've been all over the place. I've been trying out different types of videos, from like cameras, content creation stuff, to beauty, to fitness, and I feel like my real passion kind of lies in, here's the thing, I love wellness. I do. I used to be so entrenched and obsessed with this like holistic wellness shit. Sorry, I cussed. But I feel like now I've really found a place of kind of finding balance with it, and I do think there is a middle ground between kind of taking things from like a natural holistic route to a more conventional route. Like I really do believe there is a middle ground there. And I feel like that's a place I've been trying to find for myself, and I feel like I kind of want to make content along the lines of that, because on one side, I used to believe so much bullshit. And I actually made a video a long time ago kind of talking about this and like wanting to make this kind of content too. And I realized I haven't really done it, and I don't know why. But yeah, I used to believe so much just BS, like an insane amount of BS, because I would read an article or I would look something up on Google. And I just assumed it to be true. I'd be like, oh, they were a doctor, so it must be true. Or, oh, this person sounds like they know what they're talking about, so it must be true. And I feel like, especially now, especially with TikTok and just the way things are now, I feel like I see so many people in that same exact place, where they come across something online and it might be new, it might seem like what they're hearing is accurate and true, but in reality, it's a lot of BS. And I just feel like I also know a lot about the wellness industry at this point because I have been so obsessed, and I have, thanks to my ADHD and my hyper focusing, I have obsessed on certain topics to the point of looking into like just going way too far down that rabbit hole, just way too far down. So I think I do have a really good perspective in the sense of like, I don't know, I feel like I've gotten a lot better at picking out bullshit now compared to like how I used to be, and it's a lot easier for me now to take a step back and be like, hey, is this actually good? Is this actually good information? And also, hey, this person's saying this crap. Like, I'm gonna use the Liver King for an example. Like, one, do you know if they're actually doing these things or if they're just saying it because it's gonna get them views? Like, there's so much stuff that is just so fake now on social media, and stuff that is just outrageous gets views at the end of the day. And when you get those clicks, you get those views, you get those followers, you can make a ton of money. So, I don't know. There's, I think, so much more incentive now for people to just make this sensationalized BS stuff and just push it out there and push it out and just try to come up with crazier things because it's going to get clicks and views, and that turns into money. And that's just the reality. So now, should you not trust anybody online? I mean, I think you should look at everyone with a really skeptic eye. And I don't know, I feel like my point is, and I just want to share these experiences because, like, one, do I think insurance companies and pharmaceutical companies have our best intentions at heart? No, not really. But do I think some of these wellness influencers pushing these crazy diets and these just insane tactics also have our best interests at heart? Some people may have good intentions, but they're just wrong. They're just flat out not accurate. And there's so much science to prove that they're wrong. Well, I guess there's a space in the wellness industry that I feel like I want to try to occupy, and I feel like that is a space that is just kind of reasonable. Because also too, like, I'm gonna use natural beauty products as an example. Like, there's some things you just may like doing because you just like it. And I think that's okay. Like, I have found for myself, especially with like hair care lately. Like just using oils by themselves and like mixing those together and things like that. I found I just like doing it. Now, is it the most backed by science XYZ thing ever? I don't even know if that made sense, but you get the point. I don't know. No idea. Is there something I could be doing that's better? Maybe, but I just like doing it. And hey, it might work too, and that's cool if it does. But I do think there is a space for that too, where it's like, hey, sometimes I just want to experiment with something because I want to and it's fun and it's entertaining for me. Now, does that mean it's going to be the best thing ever? I don't know. Might be great. It might be terrible. It might be an awful thing to do. But I've been so scared about doing something and it not being good for people, or maybe I'm just wrong on something and sharing something I'm wrong about, that I don't do anything. Or I don't share anything because I'm just so scared about being wrong. Which, realistically, like, you don't learn that way. You don't get better that way. You don't grow that way. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to just experiment more with videos, and especially in the wellness space. But try to make it more about like actually being healthy opposed to being so obsessed with something it becomes unhealthy, because I've also been there. And I guess I hope people can find me who are kind of in that space of like being so obsessed that it becomes unhealthy, and that I could kind of help. I feel like using the word inspire is cheesy, but that I could kind of help, like, be like, hey, it also doesn't have to be that way. You can also have this middle ground that can actually be a lot healthier, easier to maintain. It's a lot less expensive because you're not, yeah, I don't know. I just want to like help society in a small way, even if it is maybe a little cheesy and silly in the process. So I don't know. I guess that's where I'm at there. Because I also love like beauty stuff, and I love skincare, and I also do kind of prefer things to be a little bit more on the natural side, though I understand things can be too natural and that cannot be good for you too. So finding that balance is really hard. So I hope we could all kind of find some balance together in doing what's good for us while also having fun with it, because why not? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these updates and they were very informative for you guys, and I will see you in another one very soon. Bye for now.